He's down. Fucking face down in the shit. Oh, took a tumble. Lucky it was a cold, wet, boggy landing to break my fall. I don't think I left anything behind. Oh. She's a hell mission. Mission from hell. There you go. Been a while. It's been about 7 months, I think, since I've made a hiking vid. It's just been too hot. Summer. I don't want to get out in the Aussie bush in the middle of summer like that. It kills me. So I'm here now. It's a rainy, drizzly day. Wasn't expecting that, but I think it's about 18 degrees around 8 o'clock on Saturday morning on Bribie Island, Queensland, Australia. And I've got about a 9k loop organised for today. It's going to be starting off on the shoreline, just following the shoreline along for roughly 4.5, 5 k's, and then start heading inland through some wetland, swampy areas. I haven't been through there before. I'm just going by the what I've seen on Google Maps and the Gaia app and Google Earth. Looks pretty good. Looks like low sort of grasslands. Should be easy going, hopefully. It's dead low tide is at 9 AM, so there's a couple of little inlets and drainage systems that I'm going to have to go through within the next hour or so, so hopefully I can get around those all right without being up to my waist in mud. But yeah, I'm just following the shoreline along. I've only been going for probably half hour or so, and just seeing pig action all over the place, just where they've been rooting up all along the shoreline, anything from 5 meters from the water line just back up into the tea tree behind me here. Like a lot of pig sign, and a lot of it was last night by the look of it in the sand, the fresh tracks in the sand. So I'm walking with the wind in my face, so if I keep my voice down and keep chilled a bit, I might get a bit of might get a pig on camera, hopefully. I bought my zoom camera today, my little handy cam, so it's got a good zoom on it. So I'm just going to cruise, have a quiet cruise, keep heading north. I'm on the western side of the island, and yeah, I'm going to do it. It's good to be back out in the bush. Poor old turtle's seen better days. Poor old bugger. He lost a flipper here. You can see the feral pig damage all through this area here. The water's just there. It's just behind the mangroves. Up through here, like this. All through this area. This is all fresh. Maybe even last night. You can sort of smell a bit piggish through here. You see all the game trails, like all through this area. See pig tracks here. That's fresh. That was last night. So you got these little suckers here. They're little pigs down there. They'd only be 6 inches high, those little suckers. That's they're fairly fresh, but it's rained this morning, so these are probably last night, and the water droplets in the track. See where it's little ones rooted up through here, and you see its tracks. You sort of go and then sort of walk through it. I feel the need for a coffee soon, I think. It's I'll put in another probably half a K. It's coming up to a bit of an opening, so I might get in there. I want to get the drone up as well once I get into a bit more interesting sort of an area up here at the turning point at about the 5K mark, where I going to start heading east. I'll get the drone up then, have a good look around from where I'm about to head. I've just come up against this wall of mangroves with mud, and I think I've got probably 100 meters of this, maybe. I'll see how I go. Midges, mozzies, sandflies, mud crabs, all trying to kill me at the same time. Big mud crab hole. I would have shit myself if it come flying out. Mangrove bashing. Temps warmed up. I don't know what it is. It'd have to be something. It feels like about 25 in here. It's an ibis. I just heard something slapping around in the mud over there. I thought it might be a little, might be a piggy. Good looking country back here. It is certainly piggy country. Time for a cuppa, and I'll get the drone up as well first. She's a bit blowy, but she should be all good. That's it. I've got 3 full batteries, and I get about probably a good 20 minutes out of each one, so I'm going to do a bit of, I want to get it up in the air here and have a bit of a look around to see what's the best direction I go. I'm meant to be heading that way, and my track loops around and then back, and I've nearly cut across onto my return track, so I've cut off about 1 K. So I'm just gonna get this up in the air and try and devise a plan. This is what we've done so far. Started down here and gone up to here, then I marked a potential campsite there where that waypoint is, and then because I had to get around this little drainage system here, I've tried to go in behind it and ended up on my route back. So there's like about 1 K in here that I haven't done, so I'll see what happens. I'm gonna have a bit of smoko, have a cup of coffee, something to eat, and have a think about it. Getting there. She's ready. She's really ready. A little bit left. Professional bush coffee maker. You always leave a little bit of boiling water left to rinse your cup. And we also have whatever that is, white chocolate macadamia nut Cliff Bar for the energy for the way home. I don't know. Coffee's going down well. I think what I'm going to do is start heading that way. along the bush edge, and looks pretty cool over there. And I'll just join up with my return track, and there's still like a good 5k to go back to the ute, so I'll do that, have a look through there. I think there's going to be a bit of bush bashing through it by the look of it with the drone, but I think I'll be able to pick my way through the easier sort of sections and won't have to crash and bash too much. But that sort of loops around, I'll follow the bush edge around that and then head through about 300 meters, and then it through the scrub. It looks like it could be a bit of Melaleuca and Banksia. I don't know, it might not be too bad through there, but about 300 meters it gets thick, and then should open up again for most of the return trip back down to the ute. Bit of horse action as well. They've come down for a drink at some stage. We're back in the water. There's not a lot of bottom to it. You stand in the wrong spot, you're going up to your waist. This is starting to get a bit wild. I've got around about 400 meters in an east direction. The wind's blowing, the wind's swirling all over the place. At the moment it's blowing that way, and I've got to head this way. And around 400 meters of, hopefully not like this, it opens up into some more open grasslands, and then runs for probably nearly a k, maybe more, south. So that's the goal at this stage. At the moment I'm just bashing. She's hard going, eh? There's all this sort of stuff. I don't know what you call it, but just viney. You go to take a step and you get hooked up in that, and you're nearly face planting all over the joint. It's easier just walking through the water here. A bit easier going and walking through the water, but yeah, that got a bit too wild back there. The grass, where I thought the foliage was getting lower, it just sort of went down in a hollow, so the foliage got higher. It was up to like the top of my head, and that grass, I don't know what you call that grass, it just rips you, just ripping you to pieces. And then those vines thrown in. So yeah, I've done as much water walking as I can. I'm back into that shit again, so I think I got roughly 200 meters that way, and I should be pretty well out of this, hopefully. Oh, I'm making a bit of progress now. I'm probably up to 1 kilometre an hour rather than back there where I was minus 5 kilometres an hour going backwards, felt like. Well, I'm out in it. Just a big grassy plains area, Spinifex-y sort of, whatever that is. There's sort of game trails heading through it, probably from pigs and wallabies. I'm just trying to stay on them for a while. I've got about a K of this, so I've got to use this area to recuperate from what I just come out of, because that was pretty hard. This here is good at the moment. I'm just going to cruise, following all these sort of trails through. And I'll get up here a bit further and put the drone up. I can't be bothered at the moment. Just trying to survive. Look at the size of these things. Oh fuck, they're all over me. I don't really want to get mauled by them. Alright, I just done a bit of recon with the drone. I think I sat at about 80 metres and flew directly where we're heading, and it just looks like this. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm either a couple of 100 metres from happiness or a couple of 100 metres from hell. I don't know if you can see that. I'm about 100 metres that way from a trail, and I'm just going to send it that way to the trail. Ah, now that is a sight for sore eyes. I've got to smash one of these things first. Fuck, that just knackered me bad, that. I need some energy. Can you believe it? Well, I'm still eating it. The Cliff Bar and the sandy salamis are kicked in. Feel alright again now. I'm sitting on about 4 k's an hour, steady pace, and I don't know, be halfway back, be probably 600. Nah, probably more like a K-ish back to the ute. Well, I made it back. About 8 k's. I missed out, meant to be 9 k's, but I cut across a bit too soon and ended up on the track coming back instead of going up. So, but I think I needed that kilometre's worth of energy just to get through that bush bash and stuff. That nearly killed me. So good on you if you watch the vid, and catch you next time.